Hello guys, Tough here again, just here with a quick video on how to gut and skin an animal and what the best ways are to do this. So I've just been attacked and ambushed by a group of wolves. As you can see here, two of them have run off, but you know, whatever, they can just go away. Anyway, so these are the carcasses of the animals that I've just killed. Obviously this can be any animal on the game, such as a fish that you might have caught, a bear that you might have just killed, or a fox, or a cow, a pig, anything. So this also works on humans as well, but I would not advise that. Anyway, so back into it. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go to the animal. Now we can see the animal's dead, obviously. So first off, what we're going to do to get our things from it is we're going to need to use a knife. So any bladed object usually will do this, such as even an axe or a bone shiv or even a piece of stone that's been cut into a knife. So first things first, you're always going to need to do this when you're gutting an animal, so especially for you newbies out there as well. So when you're gutting an animal, you're going to need to make sure that your character's wearing a pair of gloves. Now this can be found if you look on my inventory screen here. You can see that there is some gloves that I've got on here. So you need to make sure your character's wearing gloves. If your character is not wearing gloves, the blood will stay on your character's hands, and when you go to eat the meat or have a drink or eat anything, the blood will go into your system and it will make you very, very, very sick, and you will probably not recover from it unless you find some antibiotics. So it's very, very important that you keep your gloves on you at all times. So we're going to get into it. So I'm going to select my inventory via the back button, and I'm going to go to my knife. I'm going to select my knife and put it in my hands by pressing A. And as you can see, my character now has a knife in his hands. And now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the animal I want to skin and quarter. So as you can see, it gives me now an option skin and quarter. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to hold down right trigger, and it's going to do one full revolution of the circle. And that means my character is just gutting it as we speak. So when that's finished, you'll see the leftovers. So for a wolf, just for educational purposes, don't eat wolf meat. You can eat it, it will make you sick. The rule of thumb is any predator, don't eat. Any prey, eat. So I'm going to put my knife away by pressing X and putting it into my inventory. And I can see here there's loads of different bits that come off this carcass. So there's a headdress that I can wear if I want to wear it. So I can put it on my head, as you can see there on my character. It keeps me nice and warm if I want to, but I'm going to put my helmet back on. There are obviously bits of meat that have come off, so if you are really, really, really desperate and you are really, really, really hungry, you can eat it, you can cook it and eat it, but it's not advisable. And as you can see, just quickly, because I've got my gloves on, there's no blood on these gloves, which basically means that I won't get sick. So if I go now into my tent and I eat some, I don't know, some chocolate or some baked beans or whatever, or some cooked meat that I've already cooked before, I won't get sick. So once you've cut them up and you've diced them up, like I say, the different things here you can have. So bones. So if you put bones in your hand, sorry, you can actually look, and it says on the bottom left corner, craft bone knife, by pressing right trigger. So if you do that, hold it down, you'll be able to see that there's one full revolution again for the creation of the item. One full revolution. So if I now go back into my inventory, my vicinity, sorry, I can see that on the floor there's a bone knife there now that I've just created out of these bones in the middle. Okay, so you can use bones, and you can obviously make knives out of them. They're really good, to be fair. They're good for skinning carcasses and stuff, of bone knives, and also killing zombies. You can use the guts. So if you look at the guts, press them in, press A in your hand. You can combine them with a knife. So if you've got the guts in hand, you flick over to where your knife is. You can see that it says B, hold, combine. If you hold down B on the guts, you can then it gives you an option to craft rope. So if you hold down right trigger, you can do one full revolution again, and you will see that instead of the guts on the floor now, there is a rope. So you can use rope and take the rope and put it in inventory. The fat, you can use fat for making torches, things like that. I don't really do it myself, find it a bit of a waste of time, especially with like night vision goggles and proper torches, but you can do that. And you can also use the wolf pelt as well. So the wolf pelt you can use with garden lime, and you can make leather out of it. You can like tan the leather, but I'll show that in another episode. But yeah, so the main thing is, if you've killed something, and we'll do it again really quickly. So if you've killed something, you've made your kill, walk up to it, back button, click on your knife, put your knife in your hands. Make sure you've got your gloves on. If you've not got gloves on and you're going to do it anyway, make sure before you eat or drink anything that you go to some kind of water source, whether it be a stream, a river, the sea, a bottle of water. You need to wash your hands immediately or you will get sick. So you go up to the animal, you skin and quarter, 1 full revolution. This will also damage your knife slightly as well. Also, a couple of questions from other people about knives. It doesn't really matter what knife you use, really. They're all pretty much the same and they all yield the same things. Put your knife back in your inventory, pressing X from your hands, and then you can see here again, there is loads of stuff that have come off that animal. And that really is how you skin and quarter animals, guys, and how you prepare them. Obviously, like I say, prey is good to eat. Predator, not so much. You can eat them, but you may get food poisoning and you may be a bit worse off for it. And that's it from me today. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers.